So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. Well, all right. Happy Friday. Come on in, man. First full week after the holiday. It was crazy holidays this year. It really was. Everybody I've talked to needed a break after the holiday. And it was busy down here, down in the Daytona Beach, Port Orange area. A lot of folks in town. I don't blame you, because it was beautiful, too. The weather was warm, not like today. It's rainy and cold outside. Today, saying yes to yourself more this year. If there's one thing that stands out to me when I chat with people on Zoom calls or on the phone, yes, we still use the phone. It's awesome. Remember that thing? It's awesome. You don't always have to look at somebody. One thing that stands out is people say, I just feel like I'm not, they may not use the words. They don't say, I feel like I'm not saying yes to myself enough. They just feel blocked. They feel blocked. They feel like, they're not getting what they want to get done because of everything that's getting done around them. So I think it's a good topic to have today, and I think you'll like this. And it's actually very simple, but you have to, okay, we'll get into that, but you're just working too hard at it. My name is Scott Smith, founder and chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Perfectweekplanner.com is where you get my Perfect Week Planner. Amazingly, how that works, it's free, and free is a very good price. Money back guarantee on that one. Go get it. Check out the PDF. And then watch the video, because this guy with his decent voice did this video to explain exactly how to have ultimate success with a one-page PDF. Check it out. I think you'll like it. So let's talk about saying yes. But first, the question I always ask on a Friday. How do I want to feel? Now, personally, I ask that question all the time to myself. Whenever the world goes wonky on me, and it happens daily, a lot, and I stir a lot of stuff up because I'm active, I will reel myself back in when it doesn't go the way I want it to go. I go, well, how do I want to feel? All right, I'll take that answer and I'll go do it. Years ago, I started asking my clients that. I say, I know you did that today and you felt that way today, but how do you want to feel? Well, I want to feel good. I want to feel excited. I want to feel calm. I want to feel peaceful. I want to feel content. Okay. The magical thing happens when you actually ask yourself a question like that and you actually give an answer. Your brain goes, done. Now, most of us screw around and mess with our brain and say, I know you said we could be this way, but I'm going to mess with you one more time just to make sure. I know that's being human, right? But ask yourself, how do I want to feel? It's so incredibly powerful and works really well. Okay, back to saying yes to yourself more this year. You ready? If you wished you had a more complicated life, you can have it. If your job is an overcomplicated thing by necessity, you're out here, okay? I'm not going to tell you to uncomplicate that. Now, what is that? Maybe you're rocket scientists. We've got a lot of rocket scientists around here because we have like the Space Force just down the road and Kennedy Space Center and SpaceX and all that stuff down there. It's kind of cool down there if you've never been there. It's kind of cool. Their job is truly to be a rocket scientist. So their life is complicated by necessity. If you're a Disney engineer, you know you guys overcomplicate and over-engineer everything because you want it to last for 100 years. If you're a brain surgeon, my guess is you have overcomplicated everything because it has to be overcomplicated. If you're a pilot, it's a very complicated system by design, by necessity. You can still simplify flow in any of these things. Checklists simplify things, get you into flow, but they're just complicated stuff. But the rest of y'all, okay, there's more out there that I didn't mention. But almost everybody else, you're overcomplicating things. How do you undercomplicate it? Well, your actions in your life and your job are probably not causing your overwhelm. Huh? Well, you spent time talking about a job. Yeah, I know, but that's probably not it. It's the people around you that are causing the complication in your life. Can I get an amen? Or it's the outcome that the results you're getting that are causing the complication. In other words, you're either not getting the results you want, and that's complicating things, or you're getting better results than you want, and that's complicating things. Isn't it amazing how that works? But it's the people and the results that you're getting. They're complicating everything, but it has nothing to do with you. Now, if you take me on this premise and you just, okay, Scott, you're right. It is the people. It is, yes, the results that are causing other actions in my life. That's causing the complexity here. What do I do about it? If you take me at that, there's an easy way to uncomplicate. And we're going to say the word no. That's it. We're going to say the word no to the unattainable demands of others and focus exclusively on the results you want. Now, a long time ago, I read a book. I called it the Yellow Book. I think they've changed the cover. Cheryl Atkinson wrote the book. And when I say I read it, it might be 20 years old now, maybe 22, 23 years old, 25 years old. I don't know, a long time ago. And it was the time of your life. I thought, that's what I need, a time of my life. I'm going to get motivated. Let's go change my life, a time of my life. And I read it. It was kind of cool. It was very cool. You know, the whole thing she talked about was saying no. The whole book was about no. It was before it was cool to talk about no. She just did it in a cool way. No. So a couple of ideas for you to practice that in your life. Remember, no is easier than saying yes, but you don't do it. You know why? Because it feels bad. It creates conflict the minute you say no. So you say yes to everything, even though it's a longer word, it's 3 letters, 1 additional letter. It takes more work to say yes than no, technically. But no creates conflict right away. It's uncomfortable. You don't want to do that. Yes makes everybody happy. The problem is you're not happy as soon as you say yes to most of these things. As they walk down the hall, you just said yes to somebody. You're like, right? So there's 2 ways to do this. First off, we're going to uncomplicate your day just by doing what we call getting rid of perfectionism. I know it doesn't really fit in this podcast, but it's there. So we're going to talk about it. Practice a law of good enough. Some people just practice a law of enough. I have a client of mine, he doesn't even do that. I'm making a point. I'm giving him 7 different ways to think about something until he gets it. And finally, he'll say, enough. Enough. Practice enough. That's going to simplify your life right there. And practicing enough means you're saying no to a lot of things, isn't it? It's a waste of productive time that you could use to really enjoy your life. By trying to be perfect and trying to please everybody and saying yes too much. It's a really bad place to be. Just set your standards. Decide what you want and do it. Number 2, get good at saying that 2-letter word, no.
Did you know Lululemon's iconic Flow Y bra also comes in tank top styles and even a dress? Now in new fun summer colors, Flow Y brings a racerback shape to streamline styles you can wear anywhere. Our buttery soft Nulu fabric feels nearly weightless, with sweat-wicking 4-way stretch for comfort you'll want to keep on after practice. Flow freely, on and off the mat with light support and refined design. Shop Flow Y now at Lululemon.com.
And remember, sometimes we can go dark as well. Sometimes people ask you something. Just because they sent you an email doesn't mean you have to respond to that email. Yes, if you know them, yes, there's your business, certain reasons you have to, but 98% of the emails sent on the internet are spam. Do you have to answer those? No, just ignore them. Do that in your life. Just ignore a lot of the challenges that are happening out there. You're going to be a lot better off. And by the way, let me get back to the no thing about it being conflict. That's usually why people don't say no, because it feels bad. Because you say no to somebody, they go, what? Did you say no? Why not? Why can't you? It just opens up a can of worms. And society has gotten to the point that when people do say no, other people want you to say yes to them, so they're going to try to persuade you and convince you. And they're not going to take your no. Heck, every sales manual out there says it takes 7 no's to get to a yes. You're going to have to say no 7 times just to get no done. So get used to it. Now, one thing I should express to you before we go on is I love to say the word no, but I hate to hear the word no. Oh, you want to get under my skin? Tell me no. Because I'm going to go into that mode of trying to persuade you to get my yes. I'm going to do that. I don't like it at all. So your job in life is to say no as much as humanly possible. Be consistent with it so you can say yes to yourself more and more and more. Remember, all the things that happen to you every single day. There's really only one thing that you, me, and everybody else has to do, regardless of what is brought to your table. Breathe. But Scott, I have to eat. I have to drink water. I have to go to the bathroom. You don't breathe, you can't do any of those, can you? You have to breathe. That's it. Everything else is a no. A hard no in many cases. Leonardo da Vinci said, simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication. I can think of nothing that helps you get there faster than mastering a 2-letter word called N-O. Said with a very deep voice. All right. Covered a couple things this week. Last time I'm going to talk about it, I think this week, probably forever, at least for a couple of months. The Perfect Week Planner at perfectweekplanner.com. I am in the process of redoing that. It's going to take a couple months to get it done because it takes a lot of thought to get that taken care of. But go get the one we have right now. It works. It's been out a couple of years. It really, truly works. Perfectweekplanner.com. If you'd like to chat with me, come over to Facebook, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. And I'll see you there.